147, you put me in that 15 whiskey.
When it's green, typically we're able to go.
Accumulator. Just forward. Heat and mister. 24-4. You are clear left, sir. All right, clear left.
We are clear.
Everybody ready?
For takeoff.
All right, sky looks really good.
The helicopter is a great tool for us. 70% of the times, it's used for law enforcement calls. The other 30, it's used for maybe surveillance or search and rescue. So it's very diverse on how we use it and what we utilize it for.
The Sheriff's Office helicopter is reaching new heights in cracking down on crime in Lee County.
We're about 1,000 feet.
Better vantage points.
We have thermal imaging on this camera.
Convenience.
We're able to follow, especially like on a vehicle pursuit or something along those lines. We're not restricted by the roads and traffic conditions.
Longevity.
Typically we can stay in the air about 2.5 hours, depending on how much power I'm using.
And speed.
Being able to get through this county in minutes.
It's something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to fly, but I've always wanted to be a police officer as well. So the opportunity just presented itself to do both, and I just think it's one of the greatest units.
Meet our night riders.
I can't argue with that. This is hands down the coolest thing I've ever done.
Pilot Brandon Averill and Tactical Flight Officer Tim McBride.
Tim is in charge of the law enforcement mission, and I'm in charge of the safe operation and to make sure that the aircraft in all phases of flight is safely operated. So that includes situational awareness. We're here 24/7, so there's always a crew here, but throughout the entire night, about 4 to 5 times on a real busy night. And that can be, ranging anywhere from violent crimes, stolen vehicles, robberies, to missing people.
Those missions can be different day to day, month to month.
And the difference between flying at night compared to during the day is stark.
So at night, we do fly with night vision goggles. Each helmet is equipped with them, and that helps us basically see in the dark as we fly. Typically, we'll fly, with the required aircraft lights that we have to have on, but other than that, we fly in the dark.
Tools and tons of technology.
Talk to me about what we're looking at.
Right here in front of me, this is our engine instrument page. Pretty much the things that keep the helicopter running is going to be showing up here.
And for McBride.
So the camera is basically underneath my feet. It's towards the front of the helicopter, but it's underneath. It does have a 360. It also has what's called geopoint. So I'm actually not even holding the controller right now, and it's maintaining the point that I left it at. So this is just an example. We've got a field full of cows here, but it's an example of our thermal imaging. Where this is, I can switch to our daytime. That's what it looks like right now. It's pitch black. You can't see anything. But as soon as I switch over to our thermal camera, you can see that we have a field full of cows.
What he records replays back at headquarters. Then headquarters relays what's next for the night.
Chopper 3 headquarters. We're just about to land back in Buckingham. That's something we could go to if you'd like us.
Possible attempted 21 at correction 21C if you're available for it. It's 2225 Virginia Avenue.
Tonight we're chasing leads on the ground from up above.
Oh, I see red flashing lights. Someone's responding.
Red blues. Looks like a traffic stop. Yep, good old traffic stop.
Using the infrared laser to lead to a new location.
Where is this located?
Williams and 10th Street. Looks like it's just a minor crash.
Maneuvering through different cities.
There's your downtown Fort Myers out the left.
In minutes.
Well, here we are over somewhere Lehigh.
And that's part of the beauty of the chopper. In one night, it can go from one end of the county to the other to assist with local law enforcement.
If the Cape needs us, Sanibel Island, Fort Myers Police, our helicopter is utilized for everybody in this county, and sometimes we actually assist other counties.
The most memorable moment.
Post-Hurricane Ian, we flew continuously.
Averill and McBride also in the cockpit on that life-changing September day in 2022.
It was before any emergency services or anything had gotten back to the beach since the storm. So we were seeing active fires. Coast Guard was out in force. They were hoisting people off of Sanibel. There were people out on the beach flagging us down. And there was really, it was chaos just going out and seeing that after the storm.
The destruction, almost as terrifying as the flight.
I can tell you the first flight that we took after the hurricane, that was pretty rough. But it's also the skills of the pilot too.
A complete contrast of tonight.
I mean, this flight is very smooth.
Clear skies and lots of eyes. But it's not always as it seems.
We see it all the time. The social media, the sheriff's office helicopter is up in the air. They're up in the air, they're looking for someone. Something bad's happening.
So just because we're up doesn't necessarily mean we're looking for anyone in particular. And even if we are looking for someone, it doesn't mean that there's a crime happening. We do respond to missing people, probably about as much as we do to actual crimes.
Just as we landed back in Buckingham, we saw the same questions on Facebook. What is the sheriff's office chopper doing over my neighborhood? Tonight, the answer was to patrol. Tomorrow, the answer could be to provide.
We got to be in the business of what's happening next.
But it's always to protect. Reporting from the sky, Sarah Metz, NBC2.